I'm Rolf Sovik. I'm the president and spiritual director of the Himalayan Institute. I'm also a clinical psychologist in private practice, and I have an academic degree in philosophy and history, as well as in music, and in the comparative studies of Eastern and Western psychology. I'm originally from a small town just south of Minneapolis called Northfield, Minnesota. My wife's name is Mary Gale, and she is the co-director of the Institute in Buffalo. And we've been fortunate to be able to work together all these years. Well, at 25, I was a musician, and I thought that would be my career in life. I started learning to meditate, and I had good teachers, many of them really. But the guidance of Swami Rama was instrumental in keeping me focused on the path. A few years after that, however, I decided that to really learn meditation, I should move into the ashram and in Minneapolis and study seriously for a year. Then I could go back to playing music and devote myself to both things. But of course, it didn't turn out quite that way. After a year, I signed up for a second year, and after 2 years, I stopped signing up. I just stayed on. So what yoga has meant to me is that it's been the focus of my life, and unexpectedly, but tremendously satisfying. I remember quite a long time ago when Bobby Fischer was playing Spassky for the World Chess Championship. I used to play through the games in the newspaper and think, my God, these are two geniuses playing one another. Then I read the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, and I really saw a genius that inspired my mind to return again and again. And so when I think about practice, I think about what practice has been taught by those great teachers whose inspiration just continues to be present in what they've written and what I'm learning to practice for myself. I also am inspired by regularity, people who have found in yoga something that keeps them going day after day. And I try to do that myself as well, be regular, that is. Try to be regular in my practice because I know that it's the regularity of practice that really sustains one both through difficult times, but also sustains one in the momentum of day-to-day practice. If you get it done today, you're likely to get it done tomorrow, and if you do it tomorrow, you're likely to do it the day after. So that's a tremendous source of inspiration for me, both to see that in my own life, but also to be inspired by those who are doing that practice in their lives. So the very famous sonnet of Shakespeare, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate." Well, if you think about that as a spiritual insight, there's nothing more profound than that simple collection of words. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely, more temperate. Similarly, if you go to Sanskrit texts, you find things like the Bhagavad Gita using words Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. So the last phrase, siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva, it uses this amazing word, samo, samaha. It means to be the same. And if a person can remain the same in success and failure, that gives a tremendous advantage in life. So Krishna in this verse says, be the same. He just says it so simply and clearly. Be steady, be the same, whether life is going well or not going well. And then he adds this amazing phrase. He says, because sameness is yoga. Steadiness is yoga. Once a person finds a few principles like that, they become tremendously useful in adding to one's stock of tools and resources to build strength and to relieve suffering.